Welcome to Insight Sauce, the single most valuable marketing metric we've known. The click is, well, it's fundamentally dying. If you are still measuring SEO success purely by organic traffic, you are operating on borrowed time.
You really are.
I'm Ginny Edwards, and with me is Andrew Welbeck. We're here to find the replacement metrics that actually matter.
Ready to dive deep. Our mission today is pretty laser-focused. We are cutting through all the noise to deliver the 4 things you must measure in 2026 to prove your value.
Because the old playbook is just gone.
Gone. We're facing this rapid decline in clicks and rankings because of what we're calling generative engine optimization, or GEO, and the AI overviews, AIO, that are everywhere now.
Okay, let's put some scale on this. You mentioned some truly staggering numbers about this shift.
Yeah.
I mean, why is this growth so explosive?
The speed is what's key here. Our data shows AI source traffic jumped a massive 527% year over year, just from early 2024 to early 2025.
500%.
Yeah. And that trajectory is so steep that analysts are predicting traditional organic search traffic could decline by 50% by 2028.
50%. That's not a small trend.
It's not a trend, it's a foundational restructuring. We're shifting from SEO as a channel that, captures traffic to one that influences visibility and perception.
We've been hearing about zero-click search for years, right? With featured snippets and all that. Why is this AI shift the final nail in the coffin for click-based metrics?
Because the AI is now synthesizing the answer entirely. It's not just showing you a little snippet of text from one site.
Right, it's writing its own paragraph.
Exactly. It's compiling a definitive, comprehensive response, often summarizing info from several top sources. Over half of Google searches already end without a click, but now the user has zero incentive to click. They get the answer, they move on.
So they get the answer and they move on. If they didn't click my link, how do I prove my content or my brand was the reason they got that answer?
And that is where we have to introduce the core philosophy change, being mentioned at the new click.
Okay, unpack that.
It's all about trust. When a user sees an AI overview and your brand is explicitly cited as the source, they assign an immediate high level of authority to you. The human decision, which brand to trust, it's moving earlier, right into that chat interface.
Not on my website?
Not on your website. So we need metrics that measure that trust signal.
Okay, so if clicks are vanishing, let's get into the first replacement metric. This one focuses on quantity, right? How often are you even showing up?
That's it. Metric number 1, citation frequency and AI share of voice. This is the quantity test. We're moving away from tracking, position 1, position 2.
The old ranking game.
The old ranking game. Now we're tracking explicit references to your brand inside these large language models, LLMs, across every platform. Google, OpenAI, Perplexity, you name it.
So how does this break down? What does share of voice even mean when the source material is like a black box that's always changing?
It's 2 layers. First, you have citation frequency. That's the direct trust signal. How often is your site linked or referenced as a source? That's the AI equivalent of a high authority backlink.
Okay, so it's a direct hat tip from the AF.
A direct hat tip. Then second is AI share of voice. That's where you benchmark your mention rate against your competitors for a specific set of queries.
So you're not just looking at your raw numbers, but how you stack up. Are you actually a defining voice in your category?
Precisely. And the actionable insight here is breaking it down by query type. Are you dominating the broad what is questions? Great. Top of funnel is covered.
But that's not where the money is.
Right. If you're absent in the high-intent buying decision queries like best CRM for small business, then you know exactly where you need to build content authority. Product comparisons, reviews, specs. It diagnoses the gap.
That makes perfect sense. Quantity is one thing, but if the AI is citing you 1,000 times and describing you all wrong, you're,
Shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah. And that brings us to the quality test, metric number 2.
Metric number 2, brand entity coverage and sentiment. This is the quality test. It combines 2 things. Does the AI know who you are? That's coverage. And how does it frame you to the user? That's sentiment.
And these models are pulling information from everywhere, not just my website.
Everywhere. Business directories, customer reviews, Reddit, GitHub, not just your schema markup.
So if I want to audit my brand entity coverage, what should I be doing? What do I ask these things?
You start with almost like childishly simple questions. Who is brand name? What services does brand provide? Is brand good for a specific use case.
And if it gets it wrong?
And it gives you outdated info, wrong services, wrong locations. You have a critical entity gap. Your job is to close that gap across your entire digital ecosystem.
And sentiment is the flavor, the adjectives it uses.
Exactly. Is it fast, innovative, trusted? Or is it complex, niche, costly? If you're consistently framed as complex, that's a huge messaging gap you need to fix with content. ROI calculators, simple videos, things that scream ease of use.
I remember that example about the regional HVAC company. That was fascinating because it proves that just cleaning up your online listings now has the same leverage as a huge ad campaign.
It's the perfect illustration. The AI systems kept describing this company as mainly serving residential customers, but commercial was 60% of their revenue.
So they were invisible to their biggest market.
Totally invisible. So they just focused on updating their Google business profile, their homepage, their directory listings, all with commercial-focused language. And within 70 days, the LLMs started describing them accurately as residential and commercial.
70 days.
The AI learned their identity because the ecosystem signals were all saying the same thing.
That's so powerful. Okay, let's shift back to the search result page itself. It's not a list anymore. It's fragmented. So the old share of search metric is obsolete.
It is. Visibility is spread across AI overviews. People also ask knowledge panels. So metric number 3 is share of SRP presence. This measures your brand's appearance across all the available SRP features for a category.
Okay, so how do you even calculate that? How do you frame that concept?
The concept is that visibility isn't linear anymore. The calculation uses something we call SRP volume. That's the search volume for a keyword multiplied by the total number of SRP features on that page.
So instead of one chance to rank, one keyword might give you 5 chances for visibility.
Exactly. It's not one highway lane anymore. It's a 5-lane interchange. You might have an AI overview, a couple of PAA boxes, a featured snippet. This metric tracks how many of those lanes you own.
I like that analogy. So you're calculating the total available real estate on the page.
The total impression opportunity. And you see this in competitive searches. Like for ebook reader, Kindle dominates the market, but a competitor like Kobo can still show strategic prominence across multiple SRP features. They're in the PAA boxes, they get a mention in the AI comparison.
So they're influencing the decision long before a click ever happens.
They're shifting perception, even in a zero-click world.
That's a great metric. Okay, for our final one, we're moving into risk management. Dealing with the volatility of these systems, the risk that the AI just forgets you.
That's metric number 4, AI brand signal stability. This is about dealing with what we call LLM perception drift. The AI model's memory isn't perfect. It's always retraining. A brand that was prominent last month might just vanish this month.
So stability is the goal. But wait, if the AI is supposed to prioritize the best content, wouldn't aiming for stability just breed complacency? Maybe if the model shifts, we shouldn't aim to stabilize an outdated position.
That's a fantastic point and a critical challenge. We're not aiming for stagnation. We're aiming for anchored consistency. If your AI score is fluctuating wildly up 10 points down 8, it signals that the model's understanding of your brand is fragile.
It's not sure about you.
It's not sure you reliably belong in that category. We saw this in the project management space. Brands like Slack and Trello saw sharp drops in their AI brand score month over month. Their signal was unstable.
And who won?
Atlassian posted a strong lift. Not because their content was suddenly better, but because their technical foundation, their ecosystem connections, their structured data was more robust. It told the AI why they belong.
So the goal shifts from how do we rank higher to
how do we make sure the AI responds correctly and reliably with our brand every single time?
that really encapsulates the whole shift. Okay, so if we're now just training the machine's memory, what happens when the machine starts acting on its own? This leads us to the next frontier.
The next challenge is the rise of AI agents. These are autonomous systems that won't just compile an answer. They will research, compare, and complete the entire purchase process without a human clicking a single button on your website.
Wow. That makes the 4 metrics we just discussed exponentially more important. If the agent handles the purchase, that bottom of funnel click it's just gone. It's commodified.
It is entirely commodified. This is being enabled by new protocols like AP2, the Agent Payments Protocol, and the Computer Use Model API. Basically, tools that let the machine securely process payments and navigate your website's checkout page for you.
So your website is just an API endpoint for an AI agent.
That's it. The human decision, the moment of truth, happens entirely inside the chat interface during the research phase. The conversion metric on your site drops to 0.
Because the human just asks the LLM, find me the best option and buy it.
Exactly. The agent executes the purchase based on its pre-trained trust, entity coverage, and stability scores. So the question for everyone listening is pretty simple.
Let's hear it.
If the agent handles the purchase, are you the brand the LLM recommends when the user asks, who should I trust?
Optimization is no longer about the website. It's about the reputation you hold in the AI's memory. We've covered the 4 essential metrics for 2026: citation frequency and AI share of voice,
The quantity test,
brand entity coverage and sentiment,
the quality test,
share of SRP presence,
the zero-click opportunity.
and AI brand signal stability, the new risk metric. Focus on these and you'll future-proof your visibility.
And the good news is, investing in these things, better content structure, cleaning up your entity, getting citations, it tends to improve your traditional search performance too. You're just focusing on the fundamentals with a new clarity.
Thank you for guiding us through this. This was an essential deep dive.
My pleasure.
And thank you for taking the deep dive with us today. We'll catch you next time on Insight Sauce.